Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight and for all the family and friends that have come out to make this evening a special one. However, bigger thanks has to go out to Deidre and Roy Langridge for putting on this incredible rehearsal dinner. It's hard to get a feel for the crowd right now, so if you guys aren't giving them a hand, would you guys please go ahead and do so? Thank you. For those that don't know, my name is Chris, and I'm Pierce's best man. I'm currently deployed and halfway around the world right now. That's why I'm not there with you guys tonight. But Pierce, let's be honest. If I was there, I probably would have missed half the rehearsal dinner anyways, watching the UNC versus Harvard game. And if UNC would have lost, I probably would have been drinking my sorrows away, and the speech could have been far worse. Pierce and I became best friends shortly after I moved to Louisiana in the 4th grade. And Pierce, being the intelligent individual that he is, I know some of you guys are rolling your eyes right now, but he did decide to marry Jamie, so there's something up there in that brain housing group of his. But he realized I was the better soccer player. Kind of like LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, better to join forces and become best friends than enemies, right? Now, Pierce probably doesn't totally agree with that last statement. He'd probably like to point out the first time he saw me was in soccer trials. But it was me running off the field crying because I had a migraine. Into the arms of Miss Deidre, who cared for me, who loved for me. But no surprise there. That story is completely true. And must have been the soccer skills that won Pierce's friendship over. Growing up, Pierce, you've always been my best friend, mentor, bigger brother to me. You were there to beat up on me, whether I needed it or not. But you're also there to join on the festivities when I was beating up on my younger bros. It was awesome. I'm sure the broskies out there probably don't agree. Pierce and I's friendship, it's definitely one of very few that I've kept over the past 20 years of moving around. And it's by far the strongest friendship. And let me give credit where credit is due. Pierce put the most into our friendship. He was like that annoying girlfriend or boyfriend who constantly calls you, who constantly texts you until you answer him, and then in desperate times reaches out to your parents, friends, family, relatives, hide your kids, hide your wives, because Pierce is going to hunt you down until he gets a hold of you. And Pierce, I give you a hard time and I joke about it, but I do appreciate it. And Jamie, he made these desperate attempts, so if he ever says he can't get a hold of you, then he wasn't trying hard enough. Pierce, we made it happen, our families made it happen, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. Pierce was one grade in front of me growing up, and those who know Pierce and I pretty well know that we were quite the ladies' man until meeting our now and soon-to-be wives, Megan and Jamie. Pierce used to teach me everything he thought he knew about girls, and boy was he cocky. Some may say he still is, but that's besides the point. I remember being in the car going to soccer practice one day, and it was me, Pierce, Brittany, and Miss Deidre in the car. And Pierce was giving me advice on relationships, girlfriends, whatever it was. But I remember looking in the car mirrors and Miss Deidre and Brittany just rolling their eyes at everything Pierce had to say to me. And looking back on those days, it's hard to believe Pierce is marrying such an amazing lady as Jamie, someone he's been dating since high school. That's incredible in itself and something very few can say they've done. Pierce, I gotta say, you're a lucky man because Jamie's been patient enough to put up with your crap for the past 8 years. And again, you're an even luckier man because you probably met the only person that will continue to put up with your shenanigans for the rest of your married lives together. Jamie, I remember meeting you when you and Pierce came and picked up Megan and I from the airport before Brittany and TJ's wedding. And you guys were going to take us downtown to show us a good time. And you and Pierce were going back and forth about where we should go. Where would be the best, place to have a good time. And to be fair, Jamie, I know Pierce was trying to take credit for a lot of your good ideas. And for what it's worth, you will make a much better tour guide for downtown New Orleans. But just seeing how you guys are interacting with one another, bickering like an old married couple, I knew you guys were meant for one another. And that someday you guys would be, a happily married couple. Jamie, I only wish I could have been there more for you these past 8 years to kick Pierce's ass when he was giving you a hard time. Jamie, you look beautiful tonight. Pierce, you don't look too shabby yourself. I miss you guys. I love you guys. And Pierce, I would love nothing more than to be by your side in a couple of days, as you say I do, to the love of your life, Jamie. And I apologize one more time, but it's been an absolute honor being your best man, even if I am halfway around the world. Finally, I'd like to propose a toast to the soon-to-be newlyweds. So if everybody would please raise their glasses, I will raise my water bottle. Here's to a lifetime of happiness and love. To Pierce and Jamie. I love you guys. Have a good time tonight. Drinks are on me. And by the way, Pierce and Jamie, you have this coming in the mail for you. So I hope you can find a place for it in your house. Take care. Be safe.